Welcome to the CUPID platform demo. This game-changing proprietary platform is revolutionizing commercial mortgage loan origination and providing an unfair advantage to commercial loan originators. Prepare to be blown away. This is the Loan Originator portal. Going down the menu, the first tab is where we add a new loan. Here, the loan originator would be able to complete a loan application to generate a pre-qual certificate for the borrower. The next tab is the loan pipeline, where the loan originator can manage their pipeline. The next tab is the mentorship program. Here, a loan originator who chooses to bring on a junior originator to mentor gets access to their mentee's pipeline and works with them on their prospective deals. This is the revenue share tab, where any team member would be able to see what revenue is being generated by their revenue share group and be able to manage their revenue share group. This is the referral management tab. If the loan originator has any referral partners, this is where those loans will be managed. This is the profile settings tab and the sign out tab, so let's click on the add new loan tab. This is where the originator would go in and compete the respective fields to generate a pre-qual certificate and originate a new loan. The next tab down is the loan pipeline tab. This is where the majority of time will be spent for the originator to be able to manage their respective pipelines. The first tab within the pipeline section will generate a real-time loan quote. This is a phenomenal marketing tool that any loan originator can use to collaborate with commercial real estate brokers to include in their offering memorandum. Traditionally, it takes hours or potentially days to generate a loan quote, but now there's no more frustration chasing down lenders and waiting for them to return your phone calls. With CUPID, a loan originator can now generate an accurate loan quote in minutes. So let's just click on a particular loan quote. There's a basic input form that needs to be filled out capturing the details, such as the listing price, loan details, and net operating income. Once all this information is input, the loan originator will initiate a query. When the results appear, you simply pick the best lenders and the appropriate loan-to-value options to show the borrower. In this case, there were 24 options returned using our criteria of 80% loan-to-value. If you wanted to run additional scenarios at a different loan-to-value, simply change the LTV and rerun the quote. In a matter of seconds, many more options come up. You then select the top 3 loans that are the best fit for that particular property. Just save the selection and preview it. You can now send the loan quote to a prospective commercial real estate agent or broker, again making this a phenomenal marketing and lead generation tool. The next tab is the Leads tab. This is where any leads would come in that are generated from the respective originator's personal landing page, and where the loan originator is able to work and nurture their leads. So let's pick a lead, and from that lead let's generate a pre-qual certificate. Scroll down to capture the contact's information. That contact is a guarantor. We click the guarantor tab, and then fill in the borrowing entity. We also capture the property type. CUPID has every respective property type, as well as all the different subcategories. We then continue to scroll down and capture the occupancy type and the net operating income. Then we select the loan type, purchase, refi, cash out refi or rehab. In this case it's a purchase, so we select purchase and input the purchase price. We then capture, based on the property type, which lenders we would like to select from the lender profile section. We capture the estimated time to close and loan to value. Now we can choose an amortized or interest-only loan, or in this case all loan programs, and then we can select minimum maturity and minimum amortization. If it's recourse, we go ahead and capture the guarantor's information including their citizenship, credit score, average annual income, total debt, net worth, liquidity. And if they declared bankruptcy or had property foreclosed on and when that happened. We are now ready to run the pricing engine. CUPID queries up to 250,000 loan records, matter of seconds, returns the results that best meet the borrower's needs. You can then further sort these going 4 levels deep either by rates, points, debt service fees, time to close, or prepayment penalty, in ascending or descending order. Once we've selected the filter criteria, we select the top lenders that we want to display for that particular borrower. Now that we've selected the lenders we want, we can generate a pre-qualification certificate. This is what appears once the borrower opens their portal to see what loan options are available for that particular transaction. If we're happy with the results, then we can now generate the certificate. Once again, the pre-qualification certificate will appear in the borrower portal and we're done. This easy process gives you an incredible ROI, putting hours of valuable time back in your calendar. Now that we've looked at the lead section, we will move on to the pre-qual section. This is all the pre-qualifications that have been issued. At this point they will remain in this tab until the borrower signs a broker agreement, and then the transaction will be moved into processing. Let's take a look at the processing tab. Once the borrower has committed to working with the loan originator can begin processing the transaction. So let's click on a loan. We've got the application tab up here, which is all the information that was captured in the initial conversation, and we can see the loan checklist. These are the items that are going to be requested from the borrower. This checklist will appear in the borrower portal, and the borrower will be able to upload these items directly into the system. At the bottom, there's an estimated timeline that the loan originator can build out. For example, when we expect to get the loan checklist back from the borrower, when the finance request package will be submitted to lenders, the date that the lender is selected and deposits made, appraisal received date, and finally a close of escrow. So it gives a very clear estimated timeline for each one of these stages, which gives everybody an idea of the roadmap to get this transaction completed in a timely manner. This is the tab to begin building the package. The loan summary is where the loan originator would write their loan summary as it will appear in the loan package. This is where the cash flow analysis is built. These are the tombstones that would go in the loan package, and the loan originator has the ability of selecting which tombstones they want to appear in the package. Then you have your annual debt calculator, you have your NOI, and your debt service coverage ratio on the respective loan. You've got market data that'll automatically populate into your loan package based on where the property is located and the type of property. We then click on the Lenders tab, and these are the lenders where we have sent the respective package. Sent status is represented by the orange color and yellow represents lenders who are currently reviewing the package. We then can go ahead and go up over here to build the package. And this is what the package will look like that the lender will receive. The front image automatically populates based on the property address. It gives a cityscape of the city where the property is located. You then build your table of contents, dragging an image of the property for their table of contents. You have your loan summary which you wrote in the processing stage while building your package, and this information will automatically populate. And you would then go ahead and drag or drop another image in. This is all your cash flow and tombstones that you had selected in the processing phase. This is an integration with Google Maps that the lender will be able to do a tour of the property without physically going there. This is a market overview. Once again, this data is imported directly from our system and relates specifically to the location and type of property. And then this is the contact information. So this is the package that has been built. You would save and download this loan overview, which is automatically included in the package that the lender receives. If you notice at the bottom there are various milestones, and as this loan hits the respective line milestone, the loan originator will be able to move to the next section. These milestones will appear in the borrower portal. Going back to the pipeline, you then have your next tab, Canceled Loans, and the final tab is Funded Loans. So this would conclude a very quick overview of the loan originator portal. Now this is the borrower portal. We have, for demonstration purposes, several different loans at different stages. So we'll be able to demonstrate the functionality as the loan moves through the different stages and what the borrower will see. So the very first stage is pre-qual certificate issued. This is once the loan originator has issued the pre-qualification certificate. This is what the borrower portal will look like. As you can see, the borrower portal has the same results the originator had, and as the loan moves through the various stages, will update as well. Here are the loan originator details on the right side, and then below are the terms of the transaction and the pre-qualification issued. If the borrower feels that this is going to be a good fit for them, then they can download the prequal and sign their broker agreement right here in the portal. They would just fill in their details and then just go ahead and sign it. So this would be the concludes the prequal certificate stage. Then the next stage would be once the borrower has signed the broker agreement, the financial documents are requested. Once the loan originator has filled in their checklist, they go into their portal and upload the respective documents directly from their computer. In addition, at the bottom is the estimated timeline that the loan originator built from the loan checklist, from when items are to be received by the loan originated to the close of your escrow date. The next stage would be those loans submitted to lenders. These are all the transactions that have been submitted to the lenders but have not yet been responded to. The next stage is the terms received, and we see on this particular transaction that these are the terms that have come back. The ones in green are whether the lenders actually quoted the loan, red means the lender passed for whatever reason. From these quotes, the borrower is able to typically select the top 2 or 3 lenders with whom they want to negotiate, and narrow it down to the lender that they ultimately want to sign a term sheet with. Once the final lender has been selected, the borrower can continue to securely upload additional documentation that might be requested from the lender, and the lender will receive those documents in their portal. Throughout the process, the loan originator has visibility into the different stages the loan passes through, such as appraisal order to appraisal received. And, as you can see, the loan is moving through the various milestones until the loan ultimately funds. So that's a basic overview on the functionality of the borrower portal, where the borrower can also update their profile settings, can take a tour of the tools, and sign out. Now we'll visit the lender portal. This is the primary area where the lender will work to quote the loans, manage their pipeline and update their profiles. The lender's menu consists of their loan pipeline, active quotes, pending borrower decision where they have actually quoted the loan but are waiting for a borrower to decide if they want to move forward with that particular lender, in process, meaning working with a borrower, and lost opportunity where the lender did not win the deal. However, they will be able to see what the winning terms were. This is their funded pipeline. This is the lender rating system where they can see how they rank with regards to their lender rating. Lending summary is where they can go in and update some of their lending parameters. Here, the lender can update their profile settings, and this is where they sign out. So let's go ahead and take a look at a transaction as the lender would see it. This is in the active quote bucket, so this is where the lender would need to go ahead and quote the transaction. Here's the loan originator's detail. Here they need to access the whole loan package. This is where they submit a quote. This is where they reject the opportunity. There are images of the property that have been uploaded. Here's the loan summary, the property facts, the borrower summary. There's the integration with Google, where the lender will be able to take a tour of the neighborhood. These are all the documents that have been uploaded should the lender want to look at a particular document. In this case it's the package. This is the package that was built by the loan originator, and is what the package will look like when the lender reviews it. In addition, all the underlying documents necessary for the transaction will be available for the lender, appraisals, monthly P&L, rent roll, etc. Over here is where the lender would submit their quote. They would fill in the loan amount that they're looking to quote, and you will see it will populate in the field above, and the same applies on every single field. What was previously in the system is in black, and as they quote it'll appear here in the red, and then that respective quote will appear in the borrower portal. As we go down the respective pipelines, we can see pending borrower decision. This would be the pipeline of loans waiting for a borrower decision. Next would be the pipeline of loans in processing, followed by lost opportunities. And as you could see, these are the winning terms that secured the loan. So the lender gets real-time feedback as to why they lost out of the loan and what the terms were. We then have funded loans to conclude the lender portal demo.